China's historical background is rich and diverse, shaping the country into what it is today. With a civilization that dates back over 4,000 years, China has seen dynasties rise and fall, each leaving its mark on the country's culture and governance. The Qin dynasty, for example, unified China in 221 BC and introduced the first version of a centralized bureaucratic system. This laid the foundation for future governance structures in the country. Another significant period was the Han dynasty, known for its advancements in science, technology, and trade. During this time, the Silk Road was established, connecting China to the West and facilitating cultural exchange and trade. Moving forward to the 20th century, China experienced a tumultuous period marked by civil wars, foreign invasions, and political upheaval. The establishment of the People's Republic of China in 1949, under the leadership of Mao Zedong, marked a new chapter in China's history. Mao's policies, such as the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution, had profound impacts on the country's economy and society. However, it was Deng Xiaoping's reform and opening up policy in the late 1970s that truly transformed China's economic landscape. Deng's pragmatic approach led to the decentralization of economic decision-making, the introduction of market mechanisms, and the attraction of foreign investment. As a result, China experienced rapid economic growth, lifting millions of people out of poverty. Today, China stands as the world's second-largest economy and a global superpower, a testament to its rich historical background and resilience in the face of challenges. The reform and opening up policy, initiated by Deng Xiaoping in the late 1970s, marked a significant turning point in China's economic development. This policy aimed to modernize China's economy by introducing market-oriented reforms and opening the country to foreign investment and trade. One of the key aspects of this policy was the establishment of special economic zones, SEZs, in coastal areas such as Shenzhen, Zhuhai, and Xiamen. These zones offered preferential tax policies, streamlined regulations, and infrastructure support to attract foreign investment. As a result, these SEZs became hubs of economic activity, driving rapid industrialization and export growth. For example, Shenzhen, once a small fishing village, transformed into a bustling metropolis and a global tech hub, home to companies like Huawei and Tencent. The success of the SEZs demonstrated the effectiveness of Deng's reform agenda in spurring economic growth. In terms of numbers and statistics, China's GDP grew at an average annual rate of 9.5% between 1978 and 2018, lifting over 850 million people out of poverty. Foreign direct investment, FDI, in China surged from $1.6 billion in 1983 to $135 billion in 2018, making China one of the top destinations for FDI globally. Trade also boomed during this period, with China's total trade volume reaching $4.6 trillion in 2018, making it the world's largest trading nation. The reform and opening up policy also led to significant improvements in living standards for the Chinese people. For instance, life expectancy in China increased from 67 years in 1981 to 76 years in 2018, while infant mortality rates declined from 50 per 1,000 live births to 7 per 1,000 live births during the same period. These improvements were driven by investments in healthcare, education, and social welfare programs. Despite the remarkable achievements of the reform and opening up policy, challenges remain. Income inequality has widened in China, with the wealthiest 1% of the population owning a third of the country's wealth. Additionally, environmental degradation and pollution have become pressing issues, threatening public health and sustainable development. To address these challenges, the Chinese government has launched initiatives to promote sustainable growth, such as the Green Belt and Road Initiative, which aims to invest in clean energy projects along the Belt and Road routes. Looking ahead, China's commitment to economic reform and innovation will be crucial in navigating the complexities of a rapidly changing global economy and maintaining its position as a global superpower. Infrastructure development has been a cornerstone of China's economic growth and transformation. The country has invested heavily in building modern transportation networks, energy infrastructure, and telecommunications systems to support its burgeoning economy. One of the most impressive feats of infrastructure development in China is the high-speed rail network, which is the largest in the world. As of 2021, China's high-speed rail network spans over 37,900 kilometers, connecting major cities across the country and reducing travel times significantly. The Beijing-Shanghai high-speed rail line, for example, covers a distance of 1,318 kilometers and can transport passengers between the two cities in just 4.5 hours, compared to the previous 10-hour journey by conventional train. In addition to high-speed rail, China has also invested in expanding its road network. The country has over 130,000 kilometers of expressways, making it the second-largest expressway network in the world after the United States. These expressways have played a crucial role in facilitating the movement of goods and people, supporting economic development and regional integration. Furthermore, China has made significant investments in renewable energy infrastructure, becoming a global leader in clean energy production. The country is the world's largest producer of solar panels and wind turbines, accounting for a significant portion of global renewable energy capacity. In 2020, China's renewable energy capacity reached 895 gigawatts, surpassing the combined capacity of the United States and the European Union. This investment in renewable energy infrastructure has not only helped reduce carbon emissions, but has also created millions of jobs in the clean energy sector. Moving forward, China's continued focus on infrastructure development will be crucial in supporting sustainable economic growth and enhancing the country's competitiveness on the global stage. China's manufacturing sector has been a driving force behind the country's economic growth and export success. The country has established itself as the world's factory, producing a wide range of goods from electronics and textiles to machinery and automobiles. One interesting fact is that China is the largest producer of steel in the world, accounting for nearly 50% of global production. The country's steel industry has grown rapidly over the years, fueled by strong domestic demand and infrastructure development. In 2020, China produced over 1 billion tons of crude steel, far surpassing other major steel-producing countries such as India, Japan, and the United States. Another interesting detail is China's dominance in the electronics manufacturing sector. The country is home to some of the world's largest electronics companies, including Huawei, Xiaomi, and Lenovo. China's electronics industry has benefited from a skilled workforce, a vast supply chain ecosystem, and government support for innovation and research. As a result, China has become a global leader in the production of smartphones, computers, and other electronic devices. In 2020, China exported over $2 trillion worth of goods, making it the world's largest exporter. The country's export growth has been driven by its competitive manufacturing sector, strong infrastructure networks, and access to global markets. One notable statistic is that China is the largest exporter of goods to the United States, with electronics, machinery, and textiles being among the top exports. In 2019, China's exports to the United States totaled over $400 billion, despite ongoing trade tensions between the two countries. China's export success has also been fueled by its participation in international trade agreements and initiatives. The Belt and Road Initiative, for example, has opened up new markets for Chinese goods and facilitated infrastructure development in partner countries. China's manufacturing and export growth have not been without challenges. Rising labor costs, environmental concerns, and global economic uncertainties have posed risks to the sector. However, China's continued investments in technology, innovation, and sustainable practices are positioning the country for continued success in the global marketplace. China's investment in technology and innovation has propelled the country to the forefront of global technological advancement. One interesting detail is that China is home to some of the world's largest technology companies, such as Alibaba, Tencent, and Baidu. These companies have not only revolutionized the digital landscape in China, but have also expanded their reach internationally, competing with tech giants like Google and Amazon. In terms of numbers and statistics, China's spending on research and development, R&D, has been steadily increasing over the years. In 2020, China's total R&D expenditure reached over 2.4 trillion yuan, approximately $378 billion US dollars, making it the second largest spender on R&D globally after the United States. This investment in R&D has led to significant technological breakthroughs in areas such as artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and renewable energy. For example, China leads the world in the deployment of renewable energy technologies, with the country accounting for 30% of global renewable energy capacity. Additionally, China has made substantial progress in the development of 5G technology, with the country rolling out the world's largest 5G network. As of 2021, China had over 700,000 5G base stations, providing high-speed connectivity to millions of users. This investment in technology and innovation has not only driven economic growth, but has also positioned China as a key player in shaping the future of technology on a global scale. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, is a global infrastructure development and investment strategy initiated by China in 2013. It aims to enhance regional connectivity and promote economic cooperation across Asia, Africa, and Europe. One interesting detail is that the BRI consists of two main components: the Silk Road Economic Belt, which focuses on land-based infrastructure projects, and the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road, which emphasizes maritime routes and port development. These components together form a network of trade routes that connect China to over 60 countries, encompassing 60% of the world's population and 30% of global GDP. The BRI has seen significant investment from China, with over $1 trillion US dollars allocated to various projects, including railways, ports, pipelines, and telecommunications networks. As of 2021, more than 100 countries and international organizations have signed cooperation agreements with China under the BRI framework. The initiative has sparked both enthusiasm and criticism, with supporters lauding its potential to boost economic growth and infrastructure development in participating countries, while critics raise concerns about debt sustainability, environmental impact, and geopolitical implications. Despite the challenges, the BRI has already yielded tangible results, such as the construction of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, a network of highways, railways, and energy projects that aims to enhance connectivity between China and Pakistan. Looking ahead, the BRI is poised to continue shaping global trade and investment patterns, offering opportunities for countries to collaborate on infrastructure development and economic integration. The rise of the Chinese consumer market has been a significant driver of economic growth and transformation in China. With a population of over 1.4 billion people, China boasts one of the largest consumer markets in the world. The country's middle class is expanding rapidly, with estimates suggesting that by 2030, over 70% of urban Chinese households could be considered middle class. This growing middle class has led to increased consumer spending on a wide range of goods and services, from electronics and luxury items to travel and entertainment. In fact, China is now the world's largest market for smartphones, with over 1.3 billion smartphone users as of 2021. E-commerce has also experienced explosive growth in China, with platforms like Alibaba's Tmall and JD.com dominating the online retail market. In 2020, China's e-commerce sales reached $2.8 trillion, accounting for over 50% of global e-commerce transactions. The Chinese consumer market is not only large, but also increasingly sophisticated and diverse. Chinese consumers are known for their preference for high-quality products, brand loyalty, and willingness to pay a premium for goods and services. This has led to opportunities for both domestic and international companies to tap into the Chinese market and tailor their offerings to meet the demands of Chinese consumers. The rise of digital payment platforms like Alipay and WeChat Pay has also revolutionized the way transactions are conducted in China, with mobile payments surpassing cash transactions in urban areas. As China's consumer market continues to evolve and expand, It presents immense opportunities for businesses looking to capitalize on the country's growing consumer base and changing consumption patterns. Despite its remarkable economic growth and global influence, China faces a myriad of challenges and criticisms. One interesting challenge is the issue of income inequality, with the wealthiest 1% of the population owning a third of the country's wealth. This disparity has led to social tensions and calls for greater wealth distribution. Another significant challenge is environmental degradation, as China grapples with air pollution, water contamination, and deforestation. In fact, China is the world's largest emitter of greenhouse gases, contributing to global climate change. The government has implemented measures to address these environmental concerns, such as investing in renewable energy and implementing stricter pollution controls. In terms of numbers and statistics, China's environmental challenges are stark. The country has 16 of the world's 20 most polluted cities, and air pollution is estimated to contribute to over 1 million premature deaths annually. Criticisms of China's economic model also abound, with concerns about state intervention in the economy, lack of transparency, and intellectual property theft. The country's Belt and Road Initiative has faced criticism for its debt trap diplomacy, where participating countries risk falling into unsustainable debt burdens. Additionally, China's human rights record, including issues such as censorship, surveillance, and treatment of ethnic minorities, has drawn international scrutiny. Despite these challenges and criticisms, China continues to navigate its path as a global superpower, balancing economic growth with social and environmental sustainability. Looking ahead, China's future outlook is filled with promise and challenges. The country is poised to continue its technological advancement with a focus on artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and renewable energy. China's commitment to innovation is evident in its increasing investment in research and development, with a total R&D expenditure exceeding 2.4 trillion yuan. The country's ambitious goals include becoming a global leader in clean energy production and digital technology. In addition, China's consumer market is expected to further expand and diversify, driven by a growing middle class and changing consumption patterns. The Belt and Road Initiative is set to play a key role in China's economic diplomacy, fostering trade and infrastructure development across regions. As China navigates these opportunities and challenges, its ability to balance economic growth with social and environmental sustainability will be crucial for shaping its future trajectory. As China continues to make strides in technology and innovation, it is interesting to note that the country is home to the world's largest high-speed rail network, spanning over 37,900 kilometers. In terms of renewable energy, China leads the world in solar panel and wind turbine production, with a renewable energy capacity reaching 895 gigawatts in 2020. The country's e-commerce market is also thriving, with e-commerce sales reaching $2.8 trillion in 2020. Looking ahead, China's future outlook is promising, with a focus on becoming a global leader in clean energy and digital technology. The Belt and Road Initiative is set to further enhance China's economic diplomacy, connecting over 60 countries and 30% of global GDP. As China navigates these opportunities and challenges, its ability to balance economic growth with sustainability will be crucial for shaping its future trajectory.